figure out why it was a new one. We just got in the box, it's from April. And the postmaster just put it in our box, and it is a bill from April.
Oh, welcome to my world.
That's why I got that nasty.
Probably from April, the ESO, and I couldn't figure out why we were being billed twice, but we weren't. It was
It's
just
the
an
same
old
bill,
one.
just-
Yep, same bill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the postal office was investigating them a couple months ago because our mail was
Everybody
being
feeling the other way?
delayed weeks and
Yeah.
weeks and weeks. and
Oh, I
paper
know
was
there's stuff,
being-
I haven't got my personal box. I'm sure there is one for my
I
department. but
don't
that
quite
right
understand
there-
this because they're showing that on
Sorry about that.
Well, I'm guessing one of those is one of those.
6/26, the 7/26,
What's that, insurance?
yeah,
Here's the phone.
it's a monthly.
Is that supposed to be the difference? The insurance, is that supposed to be the difference?
I have no idea. I thought it was gonna be a couple, $3,000. This
Well,
is,
that's what she said.
that's $10,000.
It's 10,000.
We already paid him $13,000 beginning of the year. So we're gonna be paying $24,000 a year for insurance? There's no way we can do that.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to,
Oh,
we're gonna have to call
no,
him. I need an invoice of showing
we're paying,
what
we're
the
paying
overall.
that, as far as that goes, we're paying it right now, but $10,000.
No, I bet it's more than that.
It is.
Well, because they were going to take what we got back on the insurance. And I don't know when it comes due. See, if it comes due, I guess I'm confused. I can't call tomorrow, but I'll call our insurance and find out if this is a year cost, or if this is an additional cost.
Do you want me to hold off on sending it until you call them?
Yeah.
No, it says it's already late. Due last month.
It was due last month?
Read the paper, it's what I just read.
And I'm wondering what else I've been missing, since I got one from April.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, it's been bugging us since we got here.
One.
It don't matter if it's an extension or if it's the bill. You have to pay it, the insurance, but that means we have to start looking for some new insurance. You can't pay $23,000 a year for insurance.
Well,
That's outrageous.
Well, if this is a yearly amount, that's one thing,
But we paid $13,000 6 months ago.
okay?
And they said we're gonna extend it, that was for the year. And they were gonna extend it because of our little deal that happened. And it was just gonna be a little bit, according to the tutorials we got here. Which
It
we
was gonna be-
established back
Well,
since day one.
she told me $3,000,
Yeah. Wow.
more than what we paid. It's gonna be $3,000 above what we paid, a year.
No, it's time to start, tell
That's what I
them,
heard too.
tell them it's time to
That's
start.
not what they did.
Man,
I know that, tell them, say it's after
between,
seven, it's like
between
seven.
Ellen and I and the insurance company, they wiped us out completely.
You're gonna push out of business, what they're gonna do.
Man. Yeah.
Oh, I understand that, Bill.
Max, lay down, shut up.
Sitting down. I might have encouraged you to talk, sorry.
He does all the time, you just sit
You
there
know,
and
we're
look at
paying
the phones.
McCahill $521, we don't even have an EMT right now. Hopefully, they're gonna start, I don't know exactly when school starts, but because the money coming in on EMS is counted as quite a bit of our budget.
Okay, this is long as you want to swim now.
pin in your pocket and have mine back.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know my name was that way, to be honest.
It's still that way, and I mention it to him every time, and she just giggles at me, and she doesn't change it, so, sorry. It's correct on the check, though.
Well, I don't care because, when Mary and I first got together, it was worse when we went out to the restaurant. On them.
We'll have another one from Arrow too.
Okay, you can sign this one, and Lonnie can sign it.
Pick up some electrical.
Okay.
And this one here is the transfer to Lynn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's the. Give me that. Give me that.
She usually has to do something with it. Well, it's after 7, let's open it up and.
Yep. Yep. Open it up.
I call the meeting to order.
I'll second. Pledge.
I'll wait for her. I don't wanna get up when you don't have to. Are you ready? Okay. Everybody ready?
He'll move my second.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so what do you got here? Change of, let's go to, any changes?
Huh? Call to order. Okay.
Changes, please.
Pledge. Change of agenda item. There's no change, I don't think.
You're gonna change the agenda, is there?
I don't believe so.
Approve.
Audience participation, I don't know. It is a little early.
Anybody wanna say anything? Nope. Passing that one. Reports? Payable, we just did all the payroll.
Yeah, okay, approval of the minutes for last
Chief's
time.
report?
We got approval of the minutes for last time.
Yep, you
Oh.
guys signed them already.
Okay, so.
There's
yeah,
chief
I
report.
Make a motion, we accept the minute.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes.
I
for
second
last-
it.
You make the motion, you second it?
Okay. And, okay.
Chief's report, which is right here somewhere.
Okay. Last month was busy. Obviously, we had the whole road fire. But, for the month, we had 16 calls. That made it 51 for the year. 9 were aid and 8 were fires. A lot of the fires had to do with out there, the lightning strike,
Yeah.
and then we had a couple calls for the, fire calls for that, after we had cleaned everything up and, you know, the 80 acres, but,
Yeah.
yeah, last month was busy.
Yeah, and the other one was that,
Well, that was a month or so ago,
oh,
2 ago. Yeah, no, we haven't had any grass fires or anything, which I had expected.
Knock on wood,
yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
dry and hot.
L&I,
I would just pass over that. I think the thing we need to do is The three commissioners and the attorneys need to call the LNI and we need to get a meeting together. We've gotta stop this.
Well,
They can't fine us every month. It just can't keep going on.
Yeah,
Every month we get another fine. We're gonna be totally bankrupt.
okay,
6 months.
Yeah, we.
now they're gonna tell you what I did today. I put in for a crap,
Max, sit down.
oh,
For,
citate that, oh, no. I put into for an appeal. I had to put in, it was a requirement, I had to put in for an
Right.
appeal.
right, so,
And I didn't even have time, I mean, the internet's been down for a week, and,
but we should do that through the attorney though.
well, here's the, yeah, I would suggest that you talk to him. But I was told to not go through the attorney on
By,
this appeal.
by the girl that.
I agree with you, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
No,
But what
I-
I copied, what I did was I sent the appeal and copied what she had put on there, which was just, we're appealing,
Who's she from? Is she from the
yeah, she's, we already did one.
LNI?
Yeah, we did one,
Yeah,
the first $8,000 charge, we did. And what her job was is to hear what we had to say, and then she would submit it to another group, and another group would have say over what was gonna happen to us.
right, and,
Oh, you see what they said happened.
and they did all this with no attorney,
When
telling us
the
what to
attorney was the first time through.
Right, but now we're gonna have to get a hold of them again because.
Yes.
Because this is way out of our league.
Well, I figured that what would happen is, cause it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, well,
So-
they're talking about a due date and then charging
Well,
us
I had,
extra.
okay, yeah, the due date, this whole thing, this is what I've been doing today, all day, was just dealing, where'd it go? Dealing with this little bit. And it's just, it just repeats itself almost.
Yeah, well, some of it's gotta go through the attorney, otherwise it's gonna be repeated, cause we don't know what the hell we're doing.
Bill, let me explain for a second.
Okay?
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, this could take 10 years if you did it right. I have no idea, but yes, you're right. We don't have enough budget to play that game. But this next step is just us talking to them again, explaining. But I also have to send them, I've gotta get some financial report from them. It's in this someplace, in this mess, but, I've gotta get one of the things they require is a financial report as to, we aren't Randall with all the funds that they have.
Right, but our funds are coming from the taxpayer money of the valley. And anything you pay out of the taxpayer money
And that's what we fight for.
is,
I agree, and that's why, and we had this conversation in the office.
right.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pay them
I
a
just-
nickel until the lawyer says do it.
I'm not saying pay him. As far as I'm concerned, we should break the damn thing out 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm not,
We need to come to
But we gotta find out how legally,
I know, but we need to come to a final line of all this crap coming in and out. We can get them to figure out, okay, what do you want done so that we can get this done and stop the fines? We
We
cannot keep doing this.
we.
Every month, you
Lonnie.
cannot give us another goddamn fine.
Lonnie, I don't want them in this, I don't want them back. So
I don't want them back either, but I don't want this. And if it takes the
Yeah.
attorney and them and us to sit down and talk, then that's what we'll do.
Yep, exactly.
I agree. What I'm trying to say is, they didn't say anything about putting a wall up above the offices.
He did.
No, but it don't
They
make any
said a
difference.
kickboard.
No,
It don't make any difference.
when I talked to him out there, he said, once he got a hold of one of those ropes up there, he said, the rope's gotta go too. You need a solid wall in here. So I came up with that. I was gonna put metal up there, but somewhere down the line, the metal disappeared.
I wonder, I was gonna ask, I went
He
out there
must
and
have
looked.
taken it. There was two pieces of used metal, and that's okay. I already had the wood, so.
But the job is done, and if they're gonna fine us for something that's already done, the problem doesn't exist anymore.
But that's not the
But they
problem,
can-
Bill.
they can
It's
come back
paperwork
and-
and stuff that they're after
No,
too.
they can't come back.
Yeah, they can't,
No,
now,
they can't.
okay, now
No,
the
they can't.
paper, Lonnie's right, they already warned me, and that's why I was pushing so hard even today. They, first off, I was told that they aren't changing the due date, although we didn't get,
At first, we never got a due date. When I talked to him, I said, it's gonna be all summer before we can get this work done, because
and he
we
said,
don't have any
and
people
he
to do it.
said, and he
No
said it would,
problem.
yeah, he said it
And
would
then
be
boom, all of a
six,
sudden, we get a fine for it not being done. That's not right.
he said it was gonna be 60 to 90 days after we got the.
The original paper.
Yeah,
We're beyond that.
no, it was
We're ahead of that.
It was 28 days, period,
Yeah.
that's all we got.
But they want us to pay for something that's already fixed.
They fined us when they told us we didn't have a time limit. And then all of a sudden, okay, you got a fine. Well,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they didn't give
and
us.
then another fine.
They
So I
didn't
said,
give us a warning or anything, they just fined us.
so that's what we gotta stop. We gotta figure out what's it gonna take to stop this. You've been in. you know,
Keep
what
it out of
you said.
here.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna have
I
to
think
go to
what-
attorney.
Mhm.
I think the comments you made, Lonnie, about sitting down and talking with them and getting it down on paper from them and a commitment from the board to say, okay, this will be done on August 23rd, this will be done on September 17th, and
We don't even know exactly what they want.
Well, and then we're talking to different people, so each person is coming up with different
Yeah, you
deadlines,
got different groups.
different information, so you're right, we need to
We don't have
get
a
something in paper.
exact paperwork. I mean, we got some stuff, but
So this is
what I'm
what
hearing you say is that what chief has is not a definitive
I don't know.
response to any kind of,
yes, it is.
citation or inspection or anything like that?
Yes, it's from an inspection they did.
But
And two
you've got
people-
different deadlines from different people.
Well, two people came down and they were each from a different department. So the first one is what Lonnie worked on. And
Sit down.
I took what some of the, just reading through the paperwork, what some of the stuff probably was going to be from the second one, and I've been working on that, which has been quite a nightmare trying to do it, because, trying to find the forms and stuff that they want was more than a small challenge. Anyways, then they finally came out a week ago? It wasn't even a week ago. I found out that they've been sending this paperwork to Randall,
Yeah, a different.
and,
So we haven't been responding, so that's why they find us again.
Yeah.
well, they didn't find us yet, that's why I was,
They only give us 5 days or
5 days to respond.
Yeah.
That's why I went through and this, why I was in such a big deal to get all this stuff done, because what they do is they double the fine.
Yeah.
And that's what I got told by that first person that we met with.
Right, but they can tell us anything. That's why we gotta get to an attorney to find out.
Yes,
Well, that should have been, when you talked to them, that should have been, once they realized they were sending it to the wrong department, and they said, no, not to give that to this, then that date that they put on there should have been just thrown out, and there should have been a different date, once they got it to us.
but see, they're blaming us for that, because we moved, and we used to be
30 years ago,
no, we never, yes, we moved,
from Randall,
we never, we were never part of Randall.
No.
And, we've always been, from the time this district started, we were always the same address, not
Right.
physical address, but mailing address.
Exactly.
218, or post office box 218. Now, only thing we did was, I don't know, it was around 2008, we moved from,
You You moved
from
in
next door to
2000,
here. But that was
2011.
a physical address,
Address.
and had nothing to do
We
with.
still get our
with
stuff
any-
at the mailbox, so it
Right.
shouldn't have been sent to Randall.
Well, it's
But
just
now but see, there,
Glenoma Fire Department, Randall.
Yeah,
so I sent off a couple letters today, and one of them, well, here's, please correct our mailing address, and I put on there exactly what it was. And then I got an email back today with some questions. They wanna know our business license and some other stuff before they can change that. And then I also put on here, we wish to appeal the citation and notice of inspection number, and I put the number down. And that's what I was told to put by that Shelley?
Yeah, that gal.
Yeah, the gal we talked with, in an email she sent me. So I sent that out as an appeal, because we only have so much time. But once you reach that point, if we haven't already resolved it, according to them, when you reach the end of that appeal process, you resolve it, or they dole the fine.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Well, that's what they're saying, but I was just trying to stop it.
Right.
And the attorney's gonna say the same thing.
No, the attorney's we're gonna hear what the attorney said.
Yes, but he's gonna say answer
You
their,
can't answer for the attorney, so,
okay.
okay.
Okay, but when I contacted him on the first half, that was his answer. And he wrote out a specific letter which said, well, I just put on here, appeals the citation. He put on there, we were appealing all of the different stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still, that's what the attorney, because when I contacted him, that's what he said. But, the time they gave us to do this stuff is, there's 19 different things I have to do. Well, that's just plus the 7 that we got fined for. And a lot of them have to do with total plans, come up with a business plan. So if something happens, you already have this plan in place. And I mean, it's not my job. I
Right.
mean,
But
so
they-
I went to L&I, went to their website for the 7 citations, and I got that information off of their site, and copied it, and put each one in a separate notebook, and we'll start answering, doing monthly inspections and all this other stuff.
Right.
But some of the stuff they require, and now, it's even getting worse. We go out on a fire, we can't, when they're done after fighting a fire, they gotta take their clothes off. I'm dead serious.
oh, I know,
They
I
gotta
was
take
out
their
there,
turn
I
out.
listened to that meeting, same as you did, and that's, you cannot wear your uniform back to that,
Mm-mm.
you gotta make sure you take an extra pair of shoes with you. Yeah,
Mhm.
Well, some of this stuff is gonna have to be taken up with the attorney, cause it's crazy.
well, that's new fire laws.
Huh?
That's the new fire laws and stuff, because the chemicals and stuff that are in the
Mhm.
houses, if you put a fire out in a electric car, you do not get in that smoke. You throw all your gear away.
Right, but.
You don't wash it, you throw it away.
But, yeah, but you can't, put it out anyway, so you.
No, you stay away from it.
Like-
Mhm.
But the new house, well, all the houses, with all this chemicals in carpet, woodwork,
What about-
sheetrock,
What about the stuff in the air now?
yeah, all the stuff that Gates is spraying in the air.
Just as a suggestion,
Died.
it's been my experience that when you're dealing with agencies like this, and it sounds like you're dealing with multiple individuals in the agency, pick somebody, make that your focal point, and all your correspondence goes to that individual. If you need to CC, their partner or something, that's fine, but that way, you're not going to get somebody tell you something that's different than what your contact person is telling you. You can always use that as well to go back to and say, Joe Smith told me this on August 27th, that this is what we need to do, and now you're telling me something different. So it has helped me a lot in the past to have that single contact person.
Right, but L&I is dictating what we can do and what we can't do, and.
You're in business, you're gonna be, you should remember that when you had your mill down there.
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
deal with the L&I?
Oh, yeah, no, but yeah.
I mean, that insurance company, they put you out of business.
But I wanna find out if it is legal for, if L and I can come and take the taxpayer money.
We don't look at it like that, but it's the
Well,
way it looks at
that's-
it. I mean, I don't disagree with you at all.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in the valley pays property tax. Yeah, and the property tax is put into this fire deal so they can protect their, houses and buildings. And L and I wants that money. It's-
There's nobody here gonna argue with you.
No, it's a plain fact, that's what's happening.
I mean, I don't disagree with you at all.
No, but is it legal?
I mean, L&I can just about do what they want. Between them and the insurance companies, is it legal for the insurance company to charge us double?
Yeah, that's another thing.
The question that's being posed here is no different, in my opinion, to taking those tax dollars and paying for fuel for the vehicles, or insurance on the buildings, or, you know, a reimbursement stipend for the volunteers. It's money that comes into the district to operate the district. And if it's, you know, if it's a fine from L&I, then so be it, because it wouldn't be any different than a court fine.
So if L and I wants to, they come down and take your money.
When you start
They
reading,
figure out how to do it.
It's difficult for them to just come and take your money. You know, there's a whole process they have to go through, and it sounds like,
They're going through it, yeah. They fine us $8,000 for something that was built, a loft that was built 10 years ago. They didn't give us a warning to fix it or anything, they just fined us.
They give us a warning, they did not give us a date it had to be done. When I talked to the gentleman, I said, it's gonna take us all summer because I'm busy,
Did they give us a warning? I didn't see one.
but yeah,
well,
that's, we got the list.
originally, when they were
what
down
we
here,
had to do.
Bill,
That was our warning.
There was a warning, it was
Well,
I thought it was a fine.
No, not originally. Originally, we got a list of things we need to do.
but they said they
And
would
we were
be-
working on them.
when they came down and stuff and first presented it, they said that these are the things we found wrong. We can get fined for them, but expect that you'll have all this length of time to work on it. You have, I don't know, 30 days to work on it before they even send it to you at least. Once you get it, you'll have 30 to 60 days to work on it. They give us 28 days to work on it.
Yeah, and he told me when I talked to him, he'd give us 6 months, or 3 months, which was 90 days. Stripped you down to 20 days. You know, we're not paid people here to where we get full paychecks to sit around here all day long and work on stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody else has got other things going on. We don't have that many people. And
We
we don't
don't
have
have
a
that
budget where we can bring in a contractor
No, they
to
don't.
do this stuff. We've gotta try to do it ourselves.
No, we need turnout gear, we need people going to class, and we don't need L and I taking everything away from us.
I haven't had a chance to check on the turnout gear. You told me last time that, well, let's go on, are we done with that? We go on to the other business? We can talk about this all night long.
Well,
Nobody's gonna disagree with you.
yeah, okay.
I mean, I think we need to talk to the attorney too. Get out of here, fly.
Okay,
It's a government fly.
Yeah, pesky.
what's the next show?
Getting bad this year, too.
That's,
Old business.
oh, wait, you had anybody, is the chief done with his report? Here.
Well, actually, no. I have another thing that has been, it's been brought to me by actually, most of the people that come into these meetings and actually go on the internet. So when I was talking to the attorney originally, I asked him about us being filmed, and that's legal. He can film us.
We're not putting it on the internet anymore.
But
Keep it.
it can't be, it's illegal to put it on the internet. So,
But it's gonna be, because of the time that we ended up with all this crap, if she would have been recording it then, we would have been able to fight back with the insurance company. But that couple times she didn't record is costing us right now.
no, the whole reason was the very first meeting that you had, when you threw that paper across the table, from the angle that she sits, it looks like it was some to Janine.
She didn't have it on film, did you?
Yes, she did. It's on film.
It wasn't from her.
It is.
Well, it wasn't from her.
Well, I don't know who else is filming, it doesn't matter, I don't know. But it was put on the internet, and that's why we lost our insurance. And that insurance lady has told, she's told you that, she's told me that.
Oh, I know.
So, and because losing the insurance is why we got this big insurance bill.
We lost insurance because the insurance company did not give us a chance to defend ourselves. What we should have done was hired an attorney and went after the insurance company and said, look, you can't do that. You gotta give us a chance to defend ourselves. You're letting one person,
Well, it's still not too late, we can always,
I think we should look into other insurance companies.
Try
I
to
think these people are
negotiate
stabbing us in
with
the back.
The problem is, there are only so many insurance companies.
There's
that
quite a
will-
few out there cover fire departments.
Are there some that maybe we might need to check into that and see, and get some estimates? And
I
that-
don't
that
disagree. It was-
Doesn't cost anything to get an
Yeah,
estimate,
right.
so, we can do that and go from there.
I think so.
So who's the lucky person that's gonna do that, Sassy?
Research new insurance companies, I have no idea about the one we have now.
Yeah,
I don't either.
I don't either.
See, they sent us a paper, but they didn't send us anything stating that this is, update, this is your insurance for the year, this is,
Yeah.
we got nothing, we got a bill.
So, I don't know, maybe get a hold of Nicholson and talk to them and see what they advise,
And start there.
yeah,
So who made the motion to look for new insurance companies?
me.
I second it.
Thank you.
I'll third it.
Certainly
think
won't
at least
cost
get-
anything to.
If you find some, I don't
investigate,
mind
yeah.
calling them and talking to them myself and,
Yeah,
just give them, but I need to get our insurance companies rec papers. I have to call them first. How about sending us some papers of what you're charging us for?
I might have
put a
them, I
breakdown.
don't know. She brought some paperwork over, and I never read it that much.
I don't think she gives
It
us a
was
breakdown.
supposed to mirror,
Maybe
Mine
you got
didn't
it.
have a breakdown in it, it was just a general kind
Just
of
a bill.
covers.
yeah, I mean, it was just technically it was supposed to cover what we already had,
Yeah,
that's all.
but they doubled or.
Well, almost doubled it, according to what this bill is.
Yeah.
It's not $3,000. I mean, that's a bunch more.
Okay. so-
Did we not already pay $3,000?
We paid $15,000. First of the year. I remember the bill. You can look it up, I remember.
I wasn't here.
No, she wasn't. Jen was.
Wow.
I never used to see the bills, that's the reason why I wanted to start getting this, so I can view these and see, we
Okay.
paid McCahill
Are you done with the bill? I
$521.
hate to do, I wanna get going. I gotta drive around tonight.
You
are
done?
Done? For now?
Yes,
Chief report, okay.
What's next? Oh, this, next one is,
Old business?
Um,
I did not get a chance to, this has been a busy month, check on uniforms. I called Bill and he was gonna send me the name of the company. And I will do that this week
Okay,
and find out about, how they measure for the uniforms.
they'll send a person out to come down and do it.
So originally we had figured on 4,
yeah, but
or I don't know for.
None of our turnout gear is out of date. I would like very much to get some new turnout gear.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what this charges are, I don't wanna spend that kind of money for that. I need to get, Gracie some turnout gear, because we don't have anything that small.
Did you look
mine
at that?
doesn't fit either.
Oh, and yours doesn't either,
Yeah,
so that's
at
two.
least two, so.
Kathy,
It's just a gear.
was her name Kathy, the little skinny gal that was here?
We don't, Gracie.
No,
Right.
Kathy that was with Janine and company and.
Her new gear is out there. And Jen had said that she had signed or paid for new gear. There's no other new gear out there other than
No.
that one. There's none. So,
No, and
Whatever
the
she
other
did with
thing is in 2006, when I was in the department the first time, like I said before, we ordered new gear.
that's what
I
we
got new gear. Mine is nowhere to be found out there.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
There's a lot of gears missing out there. The stuff I ordered, it's not out there. I don't know what the hell she did with the gear.
I mean, mine wouldn't still fit, but it should be out there for someone, but it's not.
Well, we got scheduled for 4. We can drop it down to 2. I know Terry needed new gear, but we don't have Terry anymore, so.
Yeah.
C. Western was the company that Bill was talking about. And they had merged with, they sold out to MSC or anyways, the people that came down and finally checked our air compressor. And that's something else we got fined for. It was it's supposed to be checked, yearly, and it hadn't been checked since 2025. And we had an agreement, we had a thing, they were just supposed to come down and do it automatically. But in this merge, all of that went poof.
No, it didn't go poof. I called them. My date that I called them is written on the machine.
I'm not arguing that,
Okay,
but
well-
he never came down, never
When
contacted.
that guy asked me about it, I said, there's the date right there that I called the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I called 3 times. They called me back once. I give them your phone number. 3 times, they ended up hanging up on me. And I finally see they showed up and did it.
But
I
yeah,
don't know what's the matter with the company, but we did call to get that done.
I'm, Lonnie, that's not what I was gonna say. I called and didn't I called, made an appointment with them. Bill came over, cause I could only stay here till about noon. So Bill came over and hung out for me, and for a little while, he never showed up.
Yeah, the guy never showed up.
Yeah, and so now it's finally done. And I told him it needs to be done on schedule. We're paying you to do this on a schedule. Yeah, no, I wasn't denying you, you're right.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the outfit themselves are
Yes,
assholes.
yes, but they weren't the people that you talked to. See, Western had already been sold.
Yeah.
So the people you were talking to was that new company. But it's that same company that.
Twice they hung up on me.
That Bill got his turnout gear from, and they come out, he told me they come out and measure you.
That's what she said too.
Yeah. So, but,
Okay.
but state law,
We need to figure out, are we gonna go for 4 or just go for 2 for right now? These fines aren't gonna be paid right away, so we've got it budgeted for 4 of them.
Oh, we didn't get a report on the budget, see if we
I
had any
don't
money.
have the budget report. I have not gotten it from the courthouse, and I don't have the unemployment one yet.
So,
But we still we should good from our budget last month, said we
I
had.
would hope
well,
so.
let's get to this month, and if we can, we'll get to next one. So,
if we can, once we get our EMTs, if we can get them through the school, that's gonna be money starting to come
You got-
back in again.
Are we on
Budgeted in for
business?
3 MTs.
Only,
Only
well,
2.
we're only 2 because Southie couldn't go.
Okay, so, but I mean, your budget is
But
for
that's
3.
enough.
So you're
That's-
already listed for budget on that.
yeah. So, budget.
New business. Are we done with that?
I believe so.
Uniforms, the only thing I had was,
Yeah.
I did not get a chance to call anybody last month.
Okay, we're done with that. New business,
I think
old business,
We have so many.
New?
2 people were signed up for the EMT class for the fall order,
mhm.
Seth and Tina.
okay.
And that will,
You gonna be able to study this time?
Yeah, I'm not gonna help you with your English this time.
English.
Yeah, remember I helped you with your English to graduate.
Completely different
Oh,
than
yeah.
doing whole schoolwork.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I believe those classes start in September, Seth?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I am going to make a cabinet for the tanks to go in underneath the stairway.
What going in?
Our tanks, our air tanks,
SCBA tanks.
SEA tanks.
Oh, the air
Calvin, you
tanks.
got the hose reel? Got a hose reel?
Oh, no, I didn't get that. Let's say, you're putting the air tank just in at an angle?
No, they're pretty much gonna be flat. And they'll have a little board in front, so they slide over and sit down in. It'll be fair, 5 or 6 tanks across, be 15 slots. And then there'll be a couple slots for empties.
I don't remember how many total extra tanks we have, but we do have,
I think we're thinking 12, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a list over there.
Total tanks, there is 3 packs on engine plus 4 extra. 4 tanks total on tender. I believe there's 2 on ambulance.
Oh yeah, that's completely different, because those
And
we
then
swap.
there's-
That's our swap thing.
Yep, and then there's a box of extras, and I can't remember.
Having
how
our
many.
full tanks where you grab and then put the other ones down by the machine to be filled, and then they go back up on the, yeah. So that'll go underneath the stairway, so that you just fill them, put them right up on the rack.
That makes good use of the stairway.
Yeah, compressor will stay underneath there. 2 cabinets now can go up against the walkway. I got lights in, I just gotta wire them, I picked up that stuff today. But I'm in town for the next week, so,
It looks good up there.
yeah, I also have to do, by what he said too, I have to do this other up here too. The rope has to go away, and it has to have a top cap.
But they didn't say anything about that, but that'd be nice to get it done.
Well, see, it's what he told me,
Oh, he told you?
when him and I were over there going over stuff, he said, you know, once we got up there and he started looking at the rope and stuff, and then there's no top, he said, you gotta change this. I'm surprised you didn't have it on the paperwork.
Well, I'm surprised, did you go up those drop down stairs?
Yeah, that thing is,
We need to enclose that with something, whether it's wood or steel or
Well, the
pipe.
next thing I thought was maybe to go over the top of the bathroom door with a landing, and then come down that wall with another set of regular stairs.
Where the washer and dryer currently
Yeah,
are.
over top of the washer dryer and come down.
Yeah.
And
board that one up.
get rid of that. That thing
Make
is
it
so
a little
damn
more
dangerous.
accessible.
Yeah, pull
No,
that.
it's-
Dragging boxes up and down, it's not designed for that, so. Yeah.
And when you get up,
Yeah.
when you get to the top steps, there's nothing to grab a hold of.
Yeah.
You know, it's just,
To balance yourself, yeah.
yeah.
I think we should just figure on doing another one as soon as I can, and
I was wondering if you, about that. Yeah, that'd be a good
I
idea.
don't like that stairway. I mean, they're okay for people's homes, not, this is a commercial building, and
Yeah.
you got boxes going up and down, it's dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they're a little nerve wracking.
Yeah, it's terrible that, trying to get things up and down, that
Mhm.
thing.
Okay.
Even for
We're about
young.
wrapping up, aren't we?
Huh?
You guys ready? Everybody got their
New business?
new business? That was our new business I had, was I didn't get a chance to get to the, coats. Turnout gear.
I mean, if you wanna buy 4, what I was thinking is get a Tina set, because she's about the right size to be just universal for the average person.
I'd like to get, my opinion of getting this uniforms, or the tenders, whatever,
Turnout
bunker gear, is to get the 4 that are gonna be on the front lines with the hoses,
Yeah,
and that's the ones. Tina does not go out on the front lines. She's back at the truck, or she's driving the water truck, she's not a frontline person. So, no, I don't think she would be one of the ones that would be the priority one. He would be, Bobby would be.
She was on the front lines for our hall fire, she was on tender hose.
On the tender hose, yeah.
You have something to fit you, Seth?
Yes, mine is a 2009 year, and it fits.
Seth doesn't need gear. Tina does hold on to a hose. If you wanna go on some calls with me, we have fire calls.
But if she's universal size, then if she isn't responding, somebody else can wear that gear.
Well, technically,
kinda what you were
the
saying.
the point being is that the gear, her size would fit a lot of men and would fit a lot of women.
That's fine.
So just,
So fall that in there. I was gonna get Joe some stuff, but he's decided he doesn't want new gear.
He don't want gear.
Well, I was gonna,
What does Joe wanna do? Does he wanna just basically stay on the truck?
I think he just
Yeah.
wants to drive and stay on the
Okay.
truck,
mhm,
somewhere stable, flat ground.
I mean,
yeah.
that's about what my knee can do too.
Me too.
Got a chance to his leg not popping off.
in Austin, he's gonna start responding, do
If
you know, Seth?
we got the money, we can get for
Sure on
it.
his current.
So
Well,
we-
that's up to you guys. I was
Well,
just thinking.
It's our,
with all
Well,
this-
well, we voted it in, we just
Yeah.
need to get some sizes, we get a date, pick who we're gonna be coats and stuff for,
Yeah,
and,
Austin did, I took him to DMV, so he is currently getting his license,
Mhm.
and
yeah, it should
he's
be,
got his
right?
truck that he could
Should
drive
work.
if needed.
Should work out.
I will say in future, he could be responding to calls, but.
I don't know how well,
Is-
I'd like to see him give himself some time and maybe.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him give himself a regular job and get away from that crap that Terry was doing. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Terry's asked too
He
about
was
quitting that
talking about
crap.
that today at either Alta, Hampton, or Saracycle.
Anything, I mean, he could go into town and stay with his grandmother and stuff and get a decent job, he just,
He was thinking Alta, because he would rather not do Hampton if possible.
you'd have to try a couple places, he's just worked for his dad.
Yeah.
Well, what he's doing is seasonal anyway, so
Yeah,
pretty
and
soon,
they didn't make
he's
any
not
money.
gonna, he's
They
not.
literally did not
yeah.
make any money. I mean,
No,
Terry was telling me
So
about
pretty-
some of the jobs they did, and how much they got. I said, you gotta be shitting me, Terry. You're busting your ass for $400, the two of you,
Wow.
and then you gotta haul it all the way to Seattle? How does that pay for it? It doesn't. Okay, I say we adjourn.
Is that,
Let me ask, Sassy, does this go to,
That was sitting there, I don't know where it came from. It was sitting there when I.
okay,
came
this is
in.
$50 for, apparently it was a haul rental. So would we put this
That would go to the association.
association, yeah,
Nope, it was sitting there when I came in, so I'm not sure what it's from.
so I'll
I
give
gave
that.
this to you last month.
And we're waiting,
Okay,
2 months ago.
you wanna get that out of the cash box for me?
we're waiting,
oh, okay, this,
is that money for you? We
Yeah.
talked about doing that, so,
Yeah,
yeah, here's the bill on it, so,
did you want that tonight?
if you got it,
I know,
I'm not gonna worry about it, I'll get it next week when I come back. Cause I gotta head for Renton.
can Seth, you get it?
well, I mean,
No, we'll get it next week. I wanna, if we were,
Yeah,
join, I guess it's on court.
just make sure you put.
We have the-
what
we
needs
have
to
the-
put in there.
we have the paperwork in
We
there.
got the other one that's got all the receipts and everything in it, you've already got that.
Oh, well, we looked, and we didn't see it, that's why.
So I got this one, but I don't have the receipts anymore.
Well.
No, I have the,
They
well,
have them.
Okay,
we have all of that.
Yeah, so you got that, so turn that in,
Seth,
we put that in with the,
Yes.
with the money,
You
and
want me to grab
Yeah.
then we know.
Yeah.
that-
Or I can.
Yeah,
go to
everything's
the-
fine. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
hey,
but I,
that's fine. Okay, you complete,
this is done. I say we adjourn.
I second the motion.
okay?
Nice to see you down here.
Okay.
Out of here.
Yeah, I didn't even look at them.
Hi, bud. Get out of here. We got 2 hours driving to do.
okay, I'll give this to Sandra.